Hello everyone, it's us, the team at TV Days Drama Digest, back with a jaw-dropping theory about the recent shooting of EJ DiMera on Days of Our Lives. While many eyes have turned toward the usual suspects, those with long-standing grudges against the DiMera patriarch, there's one face in Salem that nobody saw coming: Rachel Black, the daughter of Kristen DiMera and Brady Black. Today, we're diving deep into why Rachel might be the one who pulled the trigger and exploring every dramatic twist that could explain her shocking motive. Buckle up, because this is one theory that will turn everything you thought you knew upside down. A town full of enemies, EJ's extensive list of adversaries first. Let's acknowledge the obvious. EJ DiMera has made more enemies than you can count in Salem. From rival families to betrayed lovers, the list of those who want him out of the picture is practically endless. His ruthless ambition, willingness to manipulate friends and foes alike, and countless betrayals have left him with a trail of broken alliances. People like Rafe Johnson, Jada Hunter, even his own son Johnny have reasons to despise EJ. Yet none of them seem quite as unexpected as Rachel Black, someone whose very presence in Salem was long hidden, and whose anger, until now, remained simmering beneath the surface. Rachel Black's troubled past. Seeds of rage. To understand why Rachel might have shot EJ, we must first delve into her complicated history. Rachel is the daughter of Brady Black and Kristen DiMera, two people whose lives have been defined by passion, betrayal, and power struggles. As a child, Rachel was exposed to more drama than most adults see in a lifetime. She witnessed kidnappings, corporate betrayals, and the darkest corners of her mother's manipulative schemes. Most painfully, Rachel's grandmother, Rachel Blake, was kidnapped by none other than EJ DiMera himself in a bid to protect his own interests. The very idea that her beloved grandmother was held captive by EJ would have planted a seed of hatred in young Rachel's heart, a hatred that may have grown over the years into something far more dangerous. Kristen DiMera, Rachel's mother, has long used her daughter as a pawn in her own vendettas against the DiMera clan. Rachel's childhood was marred by these manipulations, leaving her emotionally scarred and hungry for a sense of justice. While Kristen may have believed she was protecting her daughter, the reality is that Rachel grew up believing that EJ was the ultimate villain, someone who would stop at nothing to further his own agenda, regardless of who he hurt along the way. The triggering incident, discovering the truth. Fast forward to the present day. EJ's latest machinations have once again threatened those closest to him, and Rachel, now grown and fiercely independent, has finally come face to face with the full extent of EJ's cruelty. Perhaps it was the latest corporate power grab, or another personal betrayal that pushed Rachel over the edge. Whatever the specific incident, it was enough to reignite her childhood rage and convince her that the only way to stop EJ once and for all was through violence. Imagine the scene. Rachel, having pieced together EJ's latest scheme, storms into the DiMera mansion, gun in hand, determined to confront the man who had tormented her family for decades. EJ, confident as ever, might have dismissed her presence at first. After all, what threat could a young woman pose to a seasoned DiMera? But when Rachel leveled the weapon at him, the calm facade shattered, revealing the deep fear EJ truly harbored. His final words before the shot, perhaps a startled, "What are you doing?" hinted at his shock and the realization that this was not a random act of violence, but a carefully planned act of retribution by someone he had underestimated. The aftermath, fallout and speculation. In the immediate aftermath of the shooting, Salem was thrown into chaos. Chad discovered his brother EJ bleeding on the floor, triggering a frantic rush to the hospital. Rumors spread like wildfire. Who would dare shoot EJ? Johnny, who already bore the emotional scars of discovering his father's darkest secret, reacted with a cold sense of poetic justice. He got what he deserved, he said, refusing to rush to the hospital. Other suspects were quickly lined up. Ava Vitali, fleeing town with a dropped gun. Kate Roberts, who had her own reasons to hate EJ, even Rafe, whose past conflicts with EJ made him a person of interest. Yet, as the investigation deepened, certain clues began to point toward a far more unexpected culprit. Witnesses reported seeing a young woman in the mansion earlier that day, someone who matched Rachel Black's description. Further, security footage revealed a silhouette that, while shadowy, bore the distinctive profile of Rachel's half-sister, Holly Jonas. When JJ questioned Kristen, she deflected blame toward the entire town, insisting that everyone hated EJ. But her evasiveness only served to heighten suspicion around her daughter. Rachel's motivation, a symphony of pain and vengeance. What drove Rachel to such a drastic act? The answer lies in a lifetime of emotional turmoil. She grew up watching EJ's manipulations, feeling powerless as her grandmother was kidnapped, and enduring her mother's manipulative games. As Rachel matured, so too did her resolve to seek justice. Each act of betrayal by EJ, each time he used his power to hurt those she loved, added fuel to the fire of her vengeance. When Rachel finally confronted EJ, it wasn't just anger that drove her trigger finger. It was a profound sense of betrayal and the desire to protect her family from further harm. By shooting EJ, Rachel believed she could end his reign of terror, liberating her family from the constant cycle of fear and manipulation. In her mind, it was an act of liberation, a way to reclaim the power that had been stolen from her as a child. The broader implications, a new era for Salem. Rachel Black's bold act of violence marks a dramatic shift in the landscape of Salem. For years, EJ DiMera has been the puppet master, pulling the strings and manipulating everyone around him. But now it seems that the tables have turned. A new generation, embodied by Rachel, has risen to challenge the old guard. Her actions signal that the legacy of the DiMera family is no longer untouchable, and that those who were once powerless are finding ways to fight back. This development also raises important questions about justice and redemption in Salem. Can violence truly bring closure, or will Rachel's act only perpetuate the cycle of vengeance? Will EJ survive and seek retribution, plunging Salem into even darker chaos? Or will his near-death experience spark a transformation, leading him to atone for his past sins? These are the questions that will drive the narrative in the coming weeks, as the community grapples with the fallout from Rachel's shocking deed. In conclusion, a town forever changed. The shooting of EJ DiMera by a suspect as unexpected as Rachel Black is a watershed moment for Days of Our Lives. It upends the traditional power dynamics, introduces a new era of accountability, and challenges every character to confront the consequences of their actions. For fans, it's a reminder that in Salem, no one is ever truly safe, and that the sins of the past can erupt into the present in the most dramatic ways. As the investigation unfolds and the true motives behind the shooting come to light, one thing is certain. Salem will never be the same. The legacy of EJ DiMera, once seen as indestructible, now lies in question. And at the heart of it all stands Rachel Black, a character who, despite her youth, has harnessed her pain to deliver a blow that could change the course of Salem's history. We want to hear your thoughts and theories. Do you believe Rachel Black is the one who shot EJ? What do you think will be the fallout from this shocking event? Share your predictions and insights in the comments below, and join the conversation as we explore every twist and turn in the saga of Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.